Marketing and selling is essential in your online business. And when you have the right strategies and mindset, you not only can make a lot of money, but you can change a lot of lives. Welcome to the Online Marketing Podcast, where we help course creators, membership owners, and coaches market and sell their offers.
We're your hosts, Paul and Melissa Pruitt. Let's dive in and get started.
We're talking all things on how to make challenge launches more effective.
Not least effective?
More effective.
I can't wait to jam on this because I think so many people, when they launch anything, not just challenges, but they do too much here. And I think what we're going to jam on today is going to be a game changer for a lot of people.
Absolutely. It's really, when it comes to challenge launches, it's really all about keeping things simple.
Yeah. So if you think about simple, though, a lot of us, we kind of are an expert. We know our thing really well. And what do? We are cursed with knowledge. We have a bad habit of teaching way too much to make things what we think are simple because we're the expert, right? This is something we do. We unconscious competence, we don't have to think about it. It's like breathing, right? But the people that we're appealing to, the people that are going through our challenge, it might not come as easy to them.
Yeah, and when we make things complicated, it's hard to take that person through the process we want to take them. And ultimately, you want someone to go through the challenge launch and have wins each day to really show what's possible for them. Because when we do it the right way and keep things simple, that's going to get them closer and closer to the offers that we have at the end of the challenge. Because again, remember, with these challenge launches, the purpose of them is to be a buying experience, lead them to a really healthy buying experience and really give them those wings along the way.
Yeah, and if you think about each day, if they have a small incremental win, that's going to lend them to making progress. So they came into this going, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if this is right for me. They have those limiting beliefs, there's objections, there's other things going on in their head. And then when they make those slow incremental wins, that actually is having them make progress through your challenge, which then will set up the offer incredibly well later on.
Yeah. So when you think of those small wins, and again, that because we are entrepreneurs and we have all this knowledge we want to share, we want to give them everything. We want to give them all these different things that they're going to learn throughout the challenge. And what ends up happening is we overwhelm our audience with that. So make it super simple. So we talked about that simplicity. What's one thing that you could do during that day in that challenge that's going to give them that small win? It could be as simple as posting a comment to comment what the lesson was that day, or one simple task. But if you give them too many things to do, that's where it gets complicated. And then we can't celebrate with them because they're stuck doing that thing. They haven't finished it yet by the time they come back to your challenge.
Yeah. And again, we see this a lot with different people that we coach in our programs. And what ends up happening is we all have great intention. Again, that curse of knowledge we were talking about. And what ends up happening is on day one, they're like, okay, Paul, Melissa, I got it. And they do a simple task. But then only day 2 or day 3, they're like, well, here's my 7-step process. And that's broken down into 13 different steps. And then you got to do this. I'm going to give you the formula. And here's the little things. And try to have that all by tomorrow. And people are going to get overwhelmed. Mm-hmm. And that's what you don't want, because the whole idea with a challenge is to show people what is possible, to get them to have those small incremental wins. And as Melissa said, focus on one thing per day, one incremental change, one thing, one thought, one idea. I know we want to give everybody the 7-course meal. We just love to give and to serve. And the interesting thing is if you end up overwhelming people, they're not going to make progress. Mm-hmm. They're not going to have those wins. And then they're going to ghost the challenge itself.
Yeah. So you definitely want to make it easy for them. So super easy, super simple. You want to make it be a fast win, something they can do that's not going to require a lot of extra time, that they can pretty much accomplish within, 5 to 10 minutes, really sitting down after watching the challenge and doing that reflection exercise and really, do that quickly and attainable, something that's not going to be out of reach. So just that first step or one step towards that bigger step that you want them to go towards. Because again, with that challenge, it's that launch vehicle that's leading people to your offer. You're not going to solve all their problems in the challenge itself. What we want to do is show them what's possible, and then that possibility can be attained through your offer.
I'm glad you brought that up, because having it being fast and easy and obtainable, I think the key is very attainable. That for us, all of us that are experts, I just know one of our inner circle members, she had a challenge and she was struggling with it because a lot of her people, this is in the photography niche, and a lot of people were struggling to keep up because she took for granted she had all this pro level gear, all this commercial equipment and everything. And what ended up happening though is a lot of people come through our challenge, like they had like a phone, like they were going through this challenge, like wanting to learn this techniques in photography, but they didn't have C-stands and professional lighting and all the scrims and flags and all this complicated commercial level stuff. So she was losing people throughout. And what we had to do is you have to go back and you have to look at like, okay, am I making people during this challenge like have to leave the house and like go to the store? Do they need to like have things that they probably don't easily have accessible? You might take for granted the things that you have, but like if you're doing yoga and you're requiring them to have blocks and to have a mat, like maybe some people coming in the challenge, like they would actually have to be prepared. They would have to go to the store or buy that or go on Amazon or something. Suddenly they're gonna be like, okay, this is more advanced. This isn't for me.
Yeah, so make it super easy for them. And other ways that you could do this too throughout your challenge, which we encourage people to do, is just things that are going to support the lesson. So if you have any accompanying worksheet, just something that they can reflect on, again, to go through each of those lessons of the challenge to help them get that win. And again, this is all about helping them make that progress so that they feel accomplished, they see what's possible, and then they're going to be more open to the offer that you have at the end of the challenge when you present that.
Yeah, and again, if they have those wins each day, they're going to see more and more. They're going to be more open-minded of what is possible. Like you're helping them make a shift mentally, externally, internally. So they're going to be more open-minded. And that's the end goal, as we talked about before, is like the end in mind is we want to bring them to the offer. And this, we can't forget, like as we're serving this challenge, this is a launch vehicle. This is something that we're doing to guide people into that informed buying decision. And if we complicate things, if we make things too complex, people are just going to drop off or they're not going to succeed. And they start not having these incremental wins. They're going to be like, oh, okay, maybe I'm not ready for this. Maybe I'm not right for this. Maybe this isn't the right program or the product. And that's what we don't want to do. We don't want to create the barriers. We want people to have those wins. And part of that in making progress is to make sure also that you're celebrating those wins.
Yeah. So again, remember to keep things simple as you go through your challenge launch. Give them those wins, have them have that progress, and celebrate them along the way, because the more that you can do that, encourage them, they're going to see that possibility and they're going to be really open to what you have to say at the end of the challenge.
Yeah, so challenges are an incredible mechanism, because I have to say, like, out of all the launch methods that are out there in the world, because they're spaced out each day, it gives people that opportunity to make those slow incremental progresses. It gives them the opportunity to see what's possible. It gives them the opportunity to really think through and to really self-assess and say, wow, I'm doing this. I'm in a new routine. I'm doing a new habit. This is incredible. And that makes it very effective for people to end up buying later on.
Yeah. So we do have something called our Challenge Launch Challenge. You want to kind of tell them a little bit about that?
Yeah, well, I tell you what, we're all about challenges. It's one of the number one methods that we've used over the years to launch our products, our services, our info products, our courses, our memberships. And we want to bless you with that as well. So it's very meta. It's a challenge that's about challenge launches. So we want you to come in, and all you have to do is simply go over to challenge.launchchallenge.com. Again, that's challenge.launchchallenge.com. And you can get started right away and go through your challenge journey yourself.
So again, today we had an awesome topic where we talked all about how to make challenge launches more effective. We talked about giving our people that are going through our challenges small wins and making that progress and celebrating along the way. Remember to keep it simple, make it easy for them, make it fast for them, make it attainable for them, because again, remember, this challenge launch is a vehicle that's going to lead to your offers.
Yeah. So again, until we talk again, keep going out there, create those challenges, get small incremental wins, but also remember, you're just one step away of being an adaptive marketer.
If you would like to work with us and our team to help you snap up more sales and incredible clients with a stellar marketing strategy that works, go to adaptivemembership.com and sign up for our wait list. We have a limited number of spots in our exclusive program to set you up for success and take action. We're waiting for you at adaptivemembership.com.